Hey everyone, welcome back to Sweetbee TV. I'm your host, Sienna Leone, and today I am so excited to say I'm joined by Tait Blum and Maxwell Simkins, who star in Netflix's new movie, HomeTeam. Hi guys, how are we?
We're doing great. How are you, Sienna?
I'm good. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. And you guys, congratulations on such a great family movie. Now, Tait and Maxwell, how does it feel now that HomeTeam is out for your fans and viewers to see?
I'm beyond proud of this project. I'm super excited for people to see it. I think it's a good, pure project, and that's what the world needs right now. And I'm just excited for people to see it.
Absolutely. You guys have it so right. I mean, it pulls on the heartstrings. You're laughing. You could sit there with the family. It really touches on all. Now, you two actually, you star alongside some pretty iconic people, from Kevin James to Taylor Lautner to Rob Schneider. So I want to know, how is it working with them?
Man, I honestly think we have a really great cast, and going into a project, you're a little nervous to work with people like that, considering their status, but they really just, they're so, I was surprised because each person was so down to earth, so humble. They treated me like, a person, which is what I didn't know what to expect, but they were incredibly kind, incredibly down to earth. And aside from their personalities, they were just amazing actors. And I felt like I connected with each one really well. And overall, it was a blessing to work with them.
I mean, yeah, I completely agree. It was like, once you do this, once you work in this industry so long, you meet some people that are like on that status, on that level, and then you realize, wow, they're this talented, but they're also this kind. It's like, I got some advice from a dear friend of mine before he passed, Cameron Boyce, and one thing he told me was, if you could be the greatest actor in the world, but the worst person, you won't go anywhere. If you're a good actor and a great person, everybody you come in contact with, everybody you meet, you'll go a lot farther than someone that is just all up in their head and all about themselves. You know what I mean?
Beautiful, and that's something to hold on to for sure. I mean, what great advice. Now, you guys, for the fans and viewers at home, HomeTeam is centered all around football. So I want to know, Tait, Maxwell, how did you guys prepare for this movie? Was there any football preparation in advance?
I've been a football fan for pretty much my whole life, and I, watched enough football to know what I was doing on my own. But I got a little bit of, because my character's playing a linebacker and a receiver, I got some receiver training with a buddy of mine, and I really just worked on my routes, on my speed, and looking like a football player, because if you don't know how to run a route, no one's actually going to believe that you play football. So I wanted to make sure that I looked like I knew what I was doing, and I took the time to prepare and work on my routes and work on my catching ability. And yeah, I took a little bit of time to do that.
Paid off. I mean, you had some fast feet in this movie. I was very impressed.
Thank you. I worked on that. That was something I had to work on. I was a little slow going into HomeTeam, but I worked on it. Yeah.
There you go.
He thinks he was slow. I was like, oh, tortoise next to him.
No.
You blinked twice. He was at the end of the field. He's a machine. No, yeah, they had us in a little boot camp a couple weeks before, where we worked on our skills. I played the center, so it was a lot more of hits than running or catching. It was a lot more of hits, and it was so much fun. I'm not gonna lie. When we were shooting the scenes on the line, I became so close with the guys on the line that we just made jokes. Like, I don't know if you can even see it, but when like Merrick or somebody is the quarterback or whatever getting ready, we were all over there making jokes. We were all talking like, and making jokes while they were all shooting the scenes behind us. I just remember having great memories, especially with that little boot camp. That was so much fun.
Now, Tait, you play Connor Payton in HomeTeam, who is Sean Payton, aka Kevin James' son, and Maxwell, you play Paulie. So I need to know, you guys, what was the favorite thing about playing Connor and Paulie in HomeTeam?
Probably my favorite thing about it was that I was bringing a real story to life, and that the characters' emotions were probably pretty close to what he was actually feeling.
So like we had incredible people that we got to work with that were so kind and genuine, and the whole team was awesome. So it was like, I think that was probably the best part, being able to become like a little football family.
There you go. You said it perfectly. You are a football family, and it really shows throughout this movie. But last question for me, you guys, before I let you go. But this movie, I think, is such a great movie and such a great message for the underdogs. I mean, what would you guys say is one of the biggest messages you want underdogs to take from HomeTeam?
I think this goes for life, as it does go for, not only football, but for acting. I think, although this may be oversaid and overstated, but I think never giving up is obviously something that is crucial. And although that term has been used millions of times, it's absolutely true, and people need to realize that. Like, even being an actor, I've been rejected for hundreds of projects on end, and it just feels like nothing's going your way. But, it just takes a little bit of time, and if you keep persevering, then maybe things will go your way in the end. And I think the Warriors just had to really push and try, because they're bad news bears, basically. But I think for the Warriors, perseverance was their main thing, and they didn't give up. And I think for any underdogs, that's very crucial.
I mean, he covered it perfectly, but I mean, teamwork makes the dream work.
Absolutely. Boys, practice makes perfect. Am I right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And it's like, I've said this so many times now, I think I should get it like on a t-shirt, but it's like, it doesn't matter. This is what my dad told me. It doesn't matter how many times a person gets knocked down. Judge them by how many times they can get back on their feet and keep going.
You guys, I think you guys are so awesome, and such a major congratulations on this movie. You both absolutely killed this.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Sienna.
And everyone at home, make sure you guys are catching Tait Blum and Maxwell Simkins in Netflix's new movie, HomeTeam, out now. Also, be sure to be giving this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to Sweetie High down below. As always, I'm your host, Sienna Leone, and we will catch Tait and Maxwell later, and we will see you guys next video. Bye, everyone.
Peace.